Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la. Barechu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam va'ed, Le'olam va'ed. Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la.
הנה מה טוב ומנעים שברחים גם יחד. 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 How good it is, how sweet it is, to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is, to be together on this day. הנה מה טוב ומנעים שברחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומנעים שברחים גם יחד. שלום עליכם, סלאם עליכום. שלום עליכם, סלאם עליכום. שלום עליכם, סלאם עליכום. שלום עליכם, סלאם עליכום. How good it is, how sweet it is, to be together on this stage. How good it is, how sweet it is, to be together on this day. הנה מה טוב ומנעים שברחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב
We're on page 128. Hine ma tovu ma na'im shever achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu ma na'im shever achim gam yachad. Let's try that again. Hine ma tovu ma na'im shever achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu ma na'im shever achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu ma na'im shever achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu ma na'im shever achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu ma na'im shever achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu ma na'im shever achim gam yachad.
We are so glad to be here today to celebrate Owen becoming bar mitzvah. And although it is not Shabbat, it is a special day in Judaism. In Judaism, a long time ago, we used to read Torah on Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So today is a Torah reading day. It was a day that throughout the generations, people have become B'nai Mitzvah. So Owen, this is a perfect day for you to become bar mitzvah. We are so glad that we're all here with you to celebrate with you. In your hands, you have a prayer book, besides Owen. Everyone else has a prayer book. The prayer book you have is called Mishkan Tefillah. We'll tell you where we are. We invite you to follow along with us. Owen's going to be doing a lot of reading of the prayers, so you can follow along, and we're going to let Owen take the lead on a lot of it. He's going to help lead most of our service. And we cannot be more thrilled for Owen and for your whole family to be here together. If I didn't introduce myself, I'm Rabbi Nematov Bressler. This is Rabbi Zach Pleasant. We have Sean and Eric back there helping make sure that we sound good and that anyone else might be able to see. And we're so excited to pray with you. The first moment, Owen, of this service of becoming bar mitzvah is taking talit in your hands, reciting the blessing, and putting it on yourself. You ready to do this? Okay, so we're going to invite you up in the middle. We're going to invite your parents to stand on either side of you holding up the talit. But first you got to stand back here. Your parents are going to hold it. No, in front of him. You're going to turn it. There you go. Okay. You want to look here? Or do you want to look there?
No, at the yeah. Oh, and you're going to read the blessing. Amen.
Give mom a kiss, and when dad comes back, give him a hug. Then you kiss, and then you'll come up and join us. For everyone else, we are on page 146. Come on up. We'll invite everyone to rise. Page 146.
Now that you're wearing your talit, come join us right here in the middle. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la.
If you're able, you can stay seated
Ya
if
la
you're more
la
comfortable.
la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Barechu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach netzach le'olam va'ed, le'olam va'ed. Yalla lai lai lai, 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 yalla lai lai lai.
No, here, please.
Please be seated and turn to page 149 at the top of the page. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars, creator of the tide of time and light. You guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows.
Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Aravim.
We turn to page 150 and pray in English. Everlasting love, you offered your people Israel by
Teaching us Torah and Mitzvah, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Turn to Shema. We turn to Shema on page 152. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Please turn to page 154. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha uv'chol nafishcha uv'chol modecha v'chayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzvav ha hayom al levavecha vishinantam lavanecha v'dibarta bam be'shivit echa bevetecha uvletecha vaderech uvshochob ha uvechkumecha ukshartam leot al yadecha vahayu letotafot bein enecha uchtavtam al mezuzot betecha uvisharecha. Join us.
Leman tizkaru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'hitem kedoshim le'Elohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem, asher hotzeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim lihyot lachem le'Elohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem.
Please turn to page 157. We read responsively. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from holiness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth.
The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love.
From bondage in Egypt, we were delivered at Sinai. We bound ourselves to your way.
Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces.
Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed.
Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea.
Turn to page 158 for Micha Mocha, our song of freedom. Micha Mocha.
Wait, 1 second.
Micha mocha ba'elim Adonai. Micha mocha nedar b'kodesh nora tehilot osei feleh Nora, tehilot, osei, feleh, yai, lai, yai, lai, 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 yai, yai, lai, 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 yai, lai, yai, lai, 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 yai, lai, 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 lai.
We turn to page 164. On page 164, you'll find the beginning of the Amidah. Now, Owen is nothing but, if not a tenacious kid. And Owen said to us, I'm going to read this. And by golly, you learned it. And Owen, we are so impressed with your courageousness, your tenaciousness. And the Amidah, in fact, recalls our ancestors who fought through struggle, who argued with God, who didn't get what they want and fought for it anyway, who did so many of the things that you have done to get to this day. And so by invoking them, we're saying you come from a long line of people who work really hard to get what they want and make it happen. And so invoking them brings them from all the way in the past to today, standing right behind you, encouraging you and all of us as we go through this journey. You ready to do it together? Or you're going to do it. Page 164, we rise.
Adonai Shivaitai Tiftach Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise.
166.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei Avotenu ve'Imotenu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzchak ve'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel ve'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor ve'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Hasadim Tovim ve'Koneh Hakol Vizoher Hasde Avot Ve'imachot Umevi Geula Livneh Vinehem Iman Shemo Bahava Melech Ozer Umoshia Umagain Baruch Atah Adonai Magain Avraham Ve'ezrat Sarah.
168.
Atah Givor Le'olam Adonai Mechaye Hakol Atah Rav Lehoshia Mashiv Haruach Umorid, Hagashem, Mahalkel, Chaim, Bechesed, Machaya, Hakol, Betaracham, Berachamim, Rabim, Somech, Noflim, Verofe, Cholim, Umater, Asurim, Umkeim, Imunato, Lishneh, Afar, Mechamocha, Bal, Gevurot, Umi, Dome, Lach, Melech, Me'emet, Chayech, Umatzmecha, Miach, Yeshua, Ventne, Eman, Ata, Lechayot, Hakol, Baruch, Ata, Adonai, Mechaya, Hakol.
Ata kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom yahalalu hasela. Baruch ata Adonai, ha'el hakadosh.
We turn to page 172 at the bottom. Our God and God of our ancestors, be pleased with our rest. Sanctify with us with your mitzvot, and grant us a share in your Torah. Satisfy us with your goodness, and gladden us with your salvation. Purify our hearts to serve you in truth. In your gracious love, Adonai our God, grant as our heritage your holy Shabbat, that Israel who sanctifies your name may rest on it. Praise to you, Adonai, who sanctifies Shabbat. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Amen.
I invite my sisters to read a poem. Abby and Emily.
Please be seated. Come on up.
Peace will come through the grace of God and the work of humanity, compassion and kindness, forgiveness and love, patience and gratitude, justice and mercy, empathy and understanding. You who make peace above, guide our hearts and our hands in service to each other and your world, to bring peace to all the nations on the earth, all people everywhere.
All three of you can go sit, have a seat.
We now have an opportunity that we don't get very often, especially on a Monday afternoon. And that's an opportunity for a little bit of quiet. So we're going to invite you to close your books and just take a moment. So silent prayer is often an opportunity to pray, but it's also an opportunity for gratitude. So I'm going to invite you, if you want to pray, you're invited to. Also to take a moment to be grateful, to say thank you for what you have in your life. It's the week for it. And just take that time for yourself in quiet. Now is the moment where Owen, you're going to take Torah in your arms for the first time. And in our congregation, we do that a special way. Your sister's actually going to take Torah in her arms for the first time too. Right? Since becoming Bat Mitzvah, this will be your first time too. So what we're going to do is we're going to invite everyone up for the Torah service. So we're going to invite everyone to stand and come up to our ark. We're going to get in line from the oldest members of the family to the youngest. So the oldest members, actually we'll make it this way because it'll be easier. The oldest members are going to stand over here, facing the ark, moving to the youngest members, Owen, over here. So we're going to invite everyone up. Come on up.
We are gifts and we are blessings. We are His story in song. We are hope and we are healing. We are learning to be strong. We are words and we are stories. We are pictures of the past. We are carriers of wisdom, not the first and not the last.
So, Owen, I'm going to ask everyone to take a scoop. You guys are fine. Everyone else take a scoop back.
Yes, you have to come in this way.
Yeah. So Owen, come here. Do you see these people here? These people, guys. Owen, it's perfect. Everyone is in your perfect spot. Owen, all of these people are here to celebrate you and to help hand Torah down. The words in this scroll has been handed down from generation to generation, and now today you get to take these words into your hand as well. So we're going to hand it down from the generations, and then we're going to hand it to you, okay? We're going to actually have your sisters swap with your parents, so your parents can hand you the Torah. So you're going to go stand right next to your mom.
Ledor vador nagid God lecha. Ledor vador we protect this chain. From generation to generation. Ledor vador these lips will praise your name. Ledor vador nagid God lecha. Ledor vador, we protect this chain. From generation to generation. Ledor vador, these lips will praise your name. Oh, and in your hands, is the scroll, is the stories of our people for generations before you. Hundreds of generations have stood on the other side of this line, and just as your family has passed Torah down in their knowledge, in their wisdom, in teaching you how to live a good life, so too do we pass down Jewish tradition to you as you, on this moment when you become bar mitzvah, accept not just the physical Torah into your hands, but all of the wisdom and knowledge and tradition of your family for generations that you can see and generations that go even further than that. So we're going to have you come put the Torah here. We're going to ask your family to come stand on the other side. We're going to stay all together up on the bima as we read and celebrate Torah together. How are you feeling? You ready? Okay.
I wrote the names down on the other side of one of those.
Okay, where do I put this?
You can use it to point, or you don't need it. You can put it next to Rabbi Pleasant.
Grandparents
it's a
first.
finger.
Great.
Great.
So for our, so we have 4 aliyot. The first of all, should we tell them about the Torah portion, or do you want to do that when you do your Devar Torah?
I'll do it when I do
Yeah,
it.
you give a good summary.
Great.
Let's see it.
Owen's going to tell you about the Torah portion once we get there. For now, he's reading from Parshat Toldot in the book of Genesis. That's all you really need to know. Our first aliyah is going to be the grandparents. So all of the grandparents have the chance to give the blessing over the first reading of the Torah. And you guys come over here. And we're going to all do it together as much as you can. So it's this first blessing right here. Here's the Hebrew, here's the transliteration. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Baruch et Adonai haborah.
Baruch Adonai
haborah
haborah
le'olam va'ed. Baruch Adonai le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim. ונתן לנו את תורתו, ברוך אתה אדוני, נותן התורה. אמן.
ואלה תולדות יצחק בן אברהם, אברהם הוליד את יצחק. ויהי יצחק בן 40 שנה בקחתו את רבקה בת בתואל, הארמי מפדן ארם אחות לבן הארמי לא לישה. ויתר יצחק לאדוני לנוכח אשתו כי עקרה היא ויעתר לו אדוני ותהר רבקה אשתו.
Asher Koach. I don't know what. Here's the after blessing. Just hold that. Okay. 1, 2. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam natan b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Yasher
Yasher
Koach.
Koach, beautiful job. Owen, hugs and kisses to everyone behind you. So we're going to ask everyone who just read the blessings to switch spots with Abby and Emily, so we can go back. You guys can stay
And me
there
and Abby,
if
we're
you're
going to go
comfortable.
over here. You're going to just stand right next to Rabbi Pleasant. I
Okay,
need that
we're
sheet,
gonna,
though.
on the other side. You want to come stand on the other side?
Ya'amdu Tova Ditza ben Aharon Yosef and Miriam Liora Bina bat Aharon ve'Yosef and Miriam la'aliyah hashniya.
Adonai Hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Leolam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Leolam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bahar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Vayirotsatsu habanim bekirva vatomer inkain lamaze anochi vatelech lidrosh et Adonai. Vayomer Adonai lashane goyim bevitnech ushne leomim mi me'ayich yiperedu ulom milom ye'emat verav yavod tza'ir vayim leu yameha laledet v'hine tumim bevitna.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Am I the only one that knows how to
Hugs and
read?
kisses.
Yeah, I read the
Wait, girls, hugs and kisses to your brother. You can fight about it after.
He like walks in.
Okay. Go switch places with your parents.
Oh, I was just gonna have him do it from here.
It's okay. Well, they have to come back.
Okay. Great,
Yeah.
come on over. For their third aliyah, For our third aliyah, we call up your parents, Jen and Adam, Ya'amdu, Aharon, Ve'osef, and Miriam, La'aliyah HaShlishit.
Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamavorach.
Baruch Adonai.
Baruch Adonai Hamavorach Leolam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bahar banu mikol ha'amim. Benatan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Vayetze harishon admoni kulo ke'aderet se'er. Vayikre'u shemo Esav. Ve'achare chen yatsa achiv ve'yadu oha zet ba'akiv Esav vayikra shemo Yaakov ve'yitzchak ben shishim shana beledet otam vayigdelu ha'arim vayehi Esav ish Yodea Sayid ish Sadeh v'Yaakov ish Tam Yoshev Ohalim.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher natan lanu Torat emet. V'chayei olam nata b'tohenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Owen. Wait, hold on.
I forgot.
He's got to do something.
Yeah, he's got to hug and kiss you guys.
Oh.
He was going to start reading. I wanted to make sure he hugged you first.
Not about that.
Okay, Owen.
Yep.
Everything else up till now was just practice. This is the moment where you become bar mitzvah, when you recite the blessing over the reading of the Torah. And this special moment is when you transform from a kid in the eyes of the Jewish community to an adult. You ready to take that responsibility? Mm-hmm. Good, because you're already here. Okay, so you're going to recite the blessing. First, I'm going to call you by your Hebrew name. This is going to be the first time you've been called by your Hebrew name as an adult in front of your community. Okay? Ya'amod, Ya'amod, Ya'amod et Bachor habar mitzvah Eli Raz ben Aharon ve'Yosefa Miriam la'aliyat bar mitzvah.
Baruch et Adonai Hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bahar banu mikol ha'amim. Ve'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Vaye'ehav Yitzchak et Esav Kitza Yid Beviv Virivka Ohevet et Yaakov Va Yazed Yaakov Nazid Vayavo Esav Min Hasadeh Vehu Ayef Vayomer Esav El Yaakov Hal Iteni Namin Ha'adom Hazeh Ki Ayef Anochi Al Kain Kara Shemo Edom. Vayomer Yaakov Michra Ha Yom Et Becho Ra Techali.
Amen.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chai olam nata b'tochenu Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Yasher
Yasher
koach.
koach.
You did it. There's that smile.
There's this. Okay. We're going to lift and dress Torah.
Okay.
All right. Rabbi, if you'll move the microphone. Great. You can close and then lift. Oh, and you got to give your dad some space. V'zot haTorah asher sam
You can then put it right back down,
Moshe
actually.
livnei v'nei
Right back down.
Yisrael al pi Adonai biyad Moshe al shlosha devarim al shlosha devarim al shlosha devarim ha'olam omed al shlosha devarim al shlosha devarim al shlosha devarim ha'olam omed al haTorah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim al haTorah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim.
We're going to keep everyone up here.
Are we?
Do you want to?
Sure.
Great.
Yeah, for Haftarah? Great. Do you want to explain to everyone why you chose the Haftarah reading you chose?
Is it like the one on my?
It's still on your phone. Hold on. Sorry.
I think it's snowing.
It's still on your phone? That's okay.
I think I sent it to you.
So, Alex, I remember what you said. So, Owen is going to read from Isaiah chapter 2. Oh, we're up here. The English exists in the cards that are by your seats. But I'm going to explain to you what Owen's reading. Owen is basically reading from a portion of the book of Isaiah that talks about the well-known verse of our prophet that says, "And they shall beat their swords into plowshares, their spears into pruning hooks. They shall not learn war anymore." And Owen basically said that this is what he was drawn to, this sort of new iteration of Haftarah at Temple Israel, not what either of you experienced when you became Bat Mitzvah. You had a Haftarah that was assigned to you. Now we have...
connected by rabbis a long time ago to the Torah portion.
Now we have a workshop where our B'nai Mitzvah students come in, they learn what we consider to be the greatest hits of the Haftarah of our prophets, 10 or 15 different options, and they choose the one that they're most excited about. So Owen chose this verse specifically because it's about peace, it's about learning to be peaceful with one another, and that it aspires to a world where there is no war, and that's what Owen was drawn to, part of the message that he wanted to give. So that's the context. Owen's going to read the blessings in Hebrew and then read the portion in English.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bahar b'nvi'im tovim v'ratza v'divrehem haneh emarim be'emet Baruch Atah haboher Ba'Torah uv Moshe avdo uv Yisrael amo uvini ha-emet v'tzedek.
Beautiful.
Where do I read it?
Right here.
Right here. In the days to come, the top of the Eternal's house shall stand firm above the mountains and tower above the hills, and all the nations shall gaze on it with joy. And many people shall go and say, "Come, let us go up to the mount of the Eternal, to the house of the God of Jacob. And God will instruct us in God's ways, and that we may walk in God's path. From Zion the Torah shall go forth, the word of the Eternal from Jerusalem. And God will judge among the nations and many peoples, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not take up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war any more. O house of Jacob, come, let us walk by the light of the Eternal. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam, tzur kol ha'olamim, tzaddik b'chol ha'dorot, ha'el ha'ne'eman, ha'moyer, v'oseh, ha'hamdaber, kaim, shekel, devarav, emet, v'tzedek, al ha'torah, v'al havodah, v'al hanve'im, v'al yom ha-shabbat hazeh shanata lanu, Adonai Eloheinu likdusha, v'limnucha, lehavod, tiferet, al hakol, Adonai Eloheinu, anachnu, modim lach, uvar shechim, otach, diadi barach, shemcha, befi hol, chai, timid le'olam, va'ed, baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh ha-shabbat.
Amen. Okay, Owen, deep breath. That's all your Hebrew. Yasher koach, we say great job, Yasher koach. We're going to invite everyone to slowly take their seats. Owen has been a brilliant teacher, reader of Torah, shared with us blessings, shared with us words of Torah and Haftarah, led us in prayers. And as we slowly find our way back to our seats, Owen is going to teach us Torah with words of Dvar Torah that Owen and I have worked on for a number of months, right? We've spent a lot of Monday afternoons in my office trying to figure out what and how this Torah portion, Toldot, is meaningful, is important today in 2022.
Which one's is this the first one?
Mm-hmm. Hold on, let's wait for everyone to take their seats.
Thank you. Abby, please put your phone down.
Okay, go ahead, Owen.
I'm probably not going to read this perfectly, but that's okay because everyone makes mistakes, and that's not a bad thing. Let me tell you why. In my Torah portion, Toldot, Isaac, Abraham's son, and Rebekah get married and have twins, Esau and Jacob. Isaac likes Esau and Rebekah likes Jacob. One day Esau was hungry, so he asked Jacob for stew, but Jacob wanted him to pay for it, so Esau gives Jacob his birthright. Then when Isaac is older, blind, and about to die, Rebekah tells Jacob that they need to trick Isaac to get the blessing. So they dress Jacob up as Esau by covering his arms with goatskin and dressing him up like Esau. Isaac thinks it's Esau, so he gives him his blessing. This story shows us that even though Jacob may have done the wrong thing, he still was able to be the father of Judaism. Even these people that we think are the best, most important figures in our history are not perfect. In fact, some of them are not even good. This teaches us that nobody is perfect. Even if you make a mistake, so did these people, and that's okay. If you make a mistake, it's not the end of the world. This lesson is important because it can give us all a little more confidence and help us get back on track. For example, when a kid gets a bad grade on a test, it's easy to give up and say, I'm going to fail this class. But everyone makes mistakes and nobody's perfect. And that kid should keep working and keep trying hard. And just because they got a bad grade on one test doesn't mean they can't get a better grade on the next one, and an even better grade after that. The story of Jacob tricking his father teaches us that even if we do things that are bad in the moment, we still have the potential to do the right thing, to do the right things and many more right things in the future and for the rest of our lives. Becoming bar mitzvah is a big part of being Jewish. One of the reasons I most like being Jewish is because of all the holidays. Yom Kippur is one of my favorite holidays because after fasting the whole day, that first bite of food at the break fast is always the best and makes me feel like the whole day was worth it. It is important to me. I am proud to become bar mitzvah because both of my siblings became bat mitzvah, and now it's my turn. I'm proud to be able to say I'm becoming a Jewish adult. As a Jewish adult, I'm looking forward to being able to continue to be a part of the Jewish community. When I was growing up at Temple Israel, there were always madrachim, teachers' assistants, in my classes. Now that I am a Jewish adult, I'm looking forward to becoming madrich myself. First, I would like to thank my grandparents for being super nice to me my whole life. Go Yankees. Next, I would like to thank my sisters for always being there for me and making my everyday life super entertaining. Last but not least, my parents. Dad, you have been so nice to me even when I've been super annoying, when I'm yelling at the TV or getting mad over losing a game of soccer. You've always been there to cheer me up. You also got me into sports, and I will never be able to repay you for that. Mom, thank you for doing almost everything for me. Thank you for waking up when I want to go to school, making me up when I want to go to school early, or making me pizza at 12 a.m. And when you stay home from your cycling class to take care of me when I was sick when I was 9 years old. Thank you all for being the best family members anyone could ask for. I would not be up here today becoming a Jewish adult without all of you. Thank you.
How do you feel?
Good.
So, you've taught all of us. You've known these people your whole life. You've only known us a short amount of time, but it is our honor. We are honored, both of us, both Rabbi Anby and I, are honored to be here with you to celebrate, to help you celebrate your bar mitzvah. And so what we want to do now is we want to offer you a private blessing at the Ark. It's going to be a little quiet. Our mics will be off, so we can talk to Owen, just the three of us. But I invite you to send words of blessing out into the atmosphere, and we will feel them up there by the Ark. Ready?
We're going to invite you to stand up in body or in spirit with the Ark open. Okay, we'll face you. We'll do it this way. So we're now going to offer Owen the oldest blessing in Judaism that comes from the book of Numbers, the priestly blessing. And we're doing it not just from us, but from all of us.
Let's run this way. Yivarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and keep you.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka.
May God's presence be with you and shine through you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. Shalom.
May you always witness God's presence and feel all of God's blessings, those of joy, those of excitement and enthusiasm for Judaism, those of love, but most of all, that of shalom, of peace. Amen. Mazel tov.
Thank you.
We're gonna stay standing. Owen, you can hang up here.
Yeah.
We're gonna turn to page 598. On page 598, you will find the Mourner's Kaddish. The Mourner's Kaddish reminds us of those who came before us and reminds us that we are not always, that life is finite, and once someone passes on, we remember them and we hold their memories in our hearts. And we hold all of those people who come those generations before you who are not here. If there's anyone whose names you would like to invite into this space, we're going to leave that there because I need it. Anyone whose names you would like to invite into this space, who you're remembering, I invite you to share their names out loud. Yeah. 598. We turn to 598 and we pray these words of memory together. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayachon uvyomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'zman kariv v'imru amen. Osei shlai Rabbah mivarach, le'olam olmei olmaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudusha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechamata, da'amira me'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Osei shalom b'mromav, Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved, as together we say, Amen.
You may be seated if you are standing. Owen, you have been a gift to all of us for the past hour, a gift to them for a lot longer than that, and so we have a small gift for you. On behalf of our congregation, this is your very own Kiddush cup, so that when you want, Kiddush cups are used at almost every Jewish life cycle event and most holidays, and so now you have one as a Jewish adult that is your own, and we hope you use it in good health and in good spirits and joyfully celebrating all of the Jewish moments that are to come in your life.
And Owen, we're going to conclude this afternoon with Havdalah, separating between you being a Jewish child and a Jewish adult. So we're going to come over here. That way. We're going to come over here. And we are going to do Havdalah together. I'm going to invite you to light the candle. Push it all the way up.
Is that how it is?
Uh-huh.
We talked last week that Havdalah is the ceremony that typically ends Shabbat. We typically do Havdalah on Saturday nights, but the ancient rabbis said if you don't do Havdalah on Saturday, you can do it on Sunday. And if you don't do it on Sunday, you can do it on Monday, and some even say you can do it on Tuesday if you need to, because it is so important in Judaism that we acknowledge those moments of distinction, of Havdalah, of separating moments that were and moments that will be. And so on this moment of Owen's becoming bar mitzvah, we are separating, we are acknowledging what was, what came before, and what comes in the future Owen as a Jewish adult. Yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai lai. The first blessing is over wine. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen borei peri hagafen Yai lai 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 Yai lai 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 Ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la la.
Now with the spices, and we smell the spices, we take what we had in your life as a kid and you bring it with you into your Jewish adulthood.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam.
Rei minei v'samim.
Borei minei v'samim. Borei minei v'samim. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la la.
Now we hold up the candle. It's braided together, representing the fact that you are braided together with your family. And even though you're an adult, you don't get rid of them. They're still part of your family.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam.
Orei ha'esh.
Borei me'orei ha'esh, Borei me'orei ha'esh. Yai lai 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 lai, Yai lai 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 lai, Yai lai 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 lai, Yai lai lai lai, Yai lai lai.
The last blessing is the blessing of Havdalah, of separation. This is the moment at the end where you will separate between your childhood and your new Jewish adulthood, when you will extinguish the candle in the juice. But we'll do the blessing first.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam.
Hamavdil ben kodesh l'chol.
Hamavdil ben kodesh lechol. Hamavdil ben kodesh lechol. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai lai lai. Yai lai lai. Oh, and we say Mazel Tov. We are
Mazel
so
tov.
proud of you.
And because every Jewish event has to have food, every special Jewish occasion, take off the challah cover. I'm not going to have you touch the challah with that cold. But why don't you bless it?
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'tei avon.
Is it okay if I cut it? Okay. I don't want to give everyone your cold.
Thank you all for being here, for helping make this moment for Owen. We're so excited to be celebrating with all of you.